Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to complete talking about the elements. As we said before, we can classify elements into two groups, metals and non-metals. And metals can be like the lead, the iron, aluminium and mercury as a liquid, metals as sulfur and carbon. Okay, let's see what are the properties of the metals and non-metals and why we classify them into two groups. First, if we look at the metals, we are going to find them shiny. They have metallic luster, like the gold and aluminium. They have a metallic luster, they are shiny. But if you look at the non-metals, as the carbon and the sulfur, you are going to find them not shiny. They have no metallic luster. This is number one. Second, metals are good conductor of electricity. This means that metals can pass the electricity through them. The electricity can pass through them. And because of this, copper is used in making electric wires because copper is good conductor of electricity. But the non-metals are bad conductor of electricity. All the non-metals are bad conductor of electricity except the carbon, which is called graphite. And this is why carbon or graphite is used in manufacturing positive pool of dry cells. So metals are good conductor of electricity, but non-metals are bad conductor of electricity except carbon. Metals are good conductors of heat. The heat can pass through the metals, okay? So cooking pans are made from aluminium because the aluminium are good conductor of heat. The heat can pass through them. But the non-metals are bad conductor of heat. Heat cannot pass through them. They will burn immediately. Okay. Metals have high melting and boiling point. They need very high temperature to melt and boil. Like you see in this picture, these are very high temperature ovens used to melt and boil the metals. But non-metals have very low melting point and boiling point. They do not need very high temperature to melt. The last one, that metals are malleable. They can be bent, they can be shaped, and this is why gold and silver are used in making jewelry, okay? Because they can be bent, they can be shaped like these jewels, but non-materials are not malleable and cannot be shaped. If we try to bend it, it will break. Thank you, Junior 4, and see you next lesson.